Hi and welcome to Shop rjpasini for great deals on eBay. Today is January 21st, 2022. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for hitting this channel for the first time. If you are new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. I do reselling news and I do the Let's Talk eBay, but today we're doing the Shop rjpasini great deals segment. I know a lot of people might say, why don't you just have three different YouTube channels and have different segments like that? I said, no. I'm lucky I can maintain one channel, let alone three. But anyway, I just want to recap on one thing. I do have a secondary channel that is for Shop rjpasini for great deals, and it basically deals with eBay. And the purpose of that one is whenever I'm doing some demo videos, or sneak peek videos, intro videos, I might tend to throw a video up in there, here and there. But for the most part, I'm thinking eventually fade away from that there and just keep everything on one channel, keep it simplified, you know. All right. Anyway, you're probably wondering what I'm doing with the video here today. I should say, yeah, well, actually, it's this morning. I'm over here in the East Coast of New York, and it's going on 10:30 a.m. And I got this little package today in the mail, and it's like nothing's in there. But actually, there is something in here. I don't want to show you something really quick. Let's go over here for a second here. Let's go to this channel right there, to this window here. I like to do split screens here, folks, so I hope you don't mind. Now, what you see here is a nice Logitech keyboard. I'll let my other webcam pick it up there. This one here is nice. It's not listed on eBay yet, but it will be today if everything tests out. Okay. So what I want to do is, let me go back to this window again over here. All right, let's go back to this one here. What you see here is I have two batteries, right? Two batteries here, and I got a battery tester here. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, what's in this package? What's in this package is going to make this keyboard work. Hopefully. This is what I purchased over here. Let's go back over here for a second. This is what I purchased today. Oh, I forgot to silence my grandfather clock. Sorry about that, guys. So you might hear a little chiming in the background, but it's okay. We use a little break up in between. Yeah, this is what I ordered. This is the item price. The total came to, I think, yeah, as you can see up there, right over here, it came to $4.35. Now, it says new Logitech Unifying USB receiver. Now, in order to make a keyboard work, you got to have the receiver. Okay, you've got to have this little receiver. But I want to say one thing. If you're now you're probably saying, well, you bought this keyboard untested. Now, for those who follow me on this YouTube channel, I've talked about in my other past videos that I do buy items sometimes untested. It's not really a good way to do things all the time. It's kind of like a hit or a miss. But for the most part, folks, I got to honestly say 9 out of 10, meaning 9 good chances that I've always did good on it. Very rarely will I get one that did not work whatsoever. So I bought this keyboard because first off, it was in nice, clean condition. It's like brand new condition, to be honest with you. And people like these Logitech keyboards. These are ergonomic ones, whatever you want to call it there. It's got like a very light pad here, okay? I bought this here, like I said, untested. So we're going to find out today if it's going to work. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video here, and also you probably want what this toothbrush is for. This is just like, I always like to give everything a final cleaning, you know. Well, I mean, it's been cleaned and disinfected and something we get. It's purchased in a thrift store, so your hands must have touched this. All the things I sell is always cleaned and disinfected with light cleanses. That's not going to damage the material, the plastic, or the in this case the vinyl, you know, sheathing here. But for the most part, you know, I do the best of that. I also have a blower that I purchased. It's a it's electric blower that you could use to dust out your computer. It's basically just for that. All it is a blower. It's a duster, but it's electric. You don't have to buy spray cans. So I'll show you that one of these days, guys. Let me just get my laptop going here. I always want to keep that going on just in case I get any messages from eBay and stuff like that. I always want to tend to my buys after I do my videos. So basically, you probably want the toothbrushes for. Sometimes you can't get in there with a rag, so you just kind of like get it with this. A clean toothbrush, of course. You get them at the dollar store, whatever. And you just want to do is you just want to hit all the areas where you can't get it, you know, like a rag in there, whatever. You don't want to put chemicals in this area here because you don't want the chemicals to soak in here. If you're going to clean it, always clean it with a dryer cloth. You know, like, or if you're going to do it with a damp cleanser, light cleanser. I always prefer to use a diluted window cleaner. That's what I use to clean all my stuff here with a light disinfectant in there. And I will not spritz it on here in some cases. But you know, I gotta say one thing though. I've been cutting myself short with that there. I did have it where I have cleaned keyboards like that. That were really grimy, okay, that were really messed up. I don't know how people get them so dirty and stuff like that. Even after I blow them out, you can see this stuff in there. If you hold the keyboard up like this and you give it a light spritz, keep it this way so it doesn't go into the keyboard itself. And then take a damp, very light, as a light mist, and then hit it with the cloth. Don't, if you spray too much in it, you turn upside down. You know what they say, water can destroy a keyboard. You don't want to do that. So a very light mist, a little couple spritz, you know, like that, and just hit it very lightly. You don't want to saturate here. You don't want the water to go, the cleanser to go into the keyboard, okay? And then I show you in that video there how I clean it with the rag and with the toothbrush, and I also have another brush that's bigger that gets deeper into the keys itself. But anyway, so enough with that there. Whenever you're going to get ready, to test these things out, I highly recommend you buy brand new batteries. Don't use a weak battery. Don't buy, if you have them laying around, you might say, geez, I got one good battery and one weak battery. That is not a good thing to do when it comes to testing these things out. Get yourself, invest in a little cheap battery test. It works. I got this at Walmart. I think I paid $4 or $5 for it, whatever. It's very simplified here. All it is just says low, good, in the middle, right? If you're good, you're green, you're good. You're low, don't use it. It's no good. So we're going to test this out here. And as you can see here, whoops. You can see here, it's showing good. See the little thing over here, the green, the red, right there. Okay, so we know that battery's good. And we're going to test this guy out. And we know he's good too. He's right over there. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Right over there. Okay, all right, so we know they passed the battery test. Okay, now whenever I sell these items, folks, I do not sell them with, what do you call it there? Let me put this toothbrush right. I don't sell them with the batteries for the simple reason is ounces turn to pounds. Okay. And when it comes to shipping, I try to save my buyers as much as shipping because in most cases they're paying the shipping. I have been offering a lot of free shipping on a lot of the things I have been selling. And I'm doing that there, folks, for a couple of reasons. One, it helps move the merchandise out, and it still allows me to make a profit at the same time, okay? But if you don't feel comfortable with it, like when it comes to, sending things out with free shipping, here's the thing, folks, with free shipping. You understand something? It's all paid in the price. It's all paid in the price. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this thing here, $4.35, it came overseas. It came from China, as far as I know. And, well, whatever it is, yeah, it definitely came because it took 2 weeks to get it. I had this thing for 2 weeks, this keyboard, laying around here. So, I don't know if it's going to actually work. That's yet to be seen. So we're going to see what happens with this here. But whenever it comes to, like I said again, regards to getting batteries, always put fresh, clean batteries in here. So let's pop them open in here. I'm not going to go too crazy with this video, folks, just to give you a little insight of how I like to set things up. And if everything checks out, this will be up on eBay. I haven't been going out thrifting in a while. I went, actually, I shouldn't say, I did go the other day, went thrifting, and the shelves were kind of bare. I mean, really, they were like bare. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I only deal with 2 thrift stores around here, and I deal with an antique dealer, which I like. It's got some pretty good stuff over there. But, it looks like these past couple of days or whatever it was, I did stop in there because I was on the road and stuff. It's really cold. Right now, it's like 16 degrees out here in New York. I mean, we're getting really an Arctic blast here. It doesn't make you want to go out and thrift, even though people say, well, you need to thrift. It's a business. You can't let the cold hold you over. I know. I understand that. But for the most part, I don't really like going out in the cold. All right. So let's open this package up here, and let's see if this is going to work, if it's going to be a yay or a nay. Now, if not, I will send it back, even though you're saying, for $4.35, you're going to send it back. Yes, I will. Believe me. All right. It came in this little anti-static bag. Okay. This is the receiver. And we can put that over there for now, in case I do have to send it back, because we're going to make sure it's going to work. So let's get this out of this anti-static bag, if I can get it open here. Oh, would you believe it? Well, can't open that bag up. Boy, oh boy. The tolerance is so close you can't even get it to open. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to cut it open with a scissor because I can't play games here all day and I don't want to keep you guys holding up here. So let's see. Let's get this guy out of here and see what we got. Knock off stuff. Alright, I got my camera over here that's fixed over here. Let's go to this camera here. Whoops, wrong one. Here is my computer. That's my HP. And we're going to plug this in here. Right over here. Oh, I hope this works. Well, we got it. We got acknowledgement like that there. Let's see what happens now. Okay, setting up the device. You can't see that saying set up the device. We're setting up the USB receiver. Okay, you can't see that, folks, but it is there. Let's go back over here. Okay. Well, I just wanted to fill you in on something, guys, that prior to putting the receiver into my computer, as you've seen before, I had to download the Logitech software for the keyboard. This is the keyboard. Again, it's the 350, just to let you know, right here. That's the 350 right there. And if you are the lucky person who buys this from me, remember the power button's over here, right here. Make sure you power that on in order to make it sync up. Whoops. Okay, it's ready. You can tell it's already working. Here we go. Let's go back. Wow. Okay, we know the keyboard's working. That's surprisingly. I didn't think that was going to happen. But then again, in the world of computers, you never know what's going to happen. You hit the wrong button, do this, that, and the other thing. All right. Anyway, so I had to download the Logitech software. It's going to take a little while to get it to work, but once you plug in the receiver, that little thing there, the receiver, it's going to it's going to give you an acknowledgement that connect it to the computer, and it's going to also direct you to the Logitech software. Now, if it doesn't for some reason, I'm using a Windows 10 operating system here. It's a 64-bit. If it doesn't, just do a Google search, type in driver software for the Logitech K350, right? Yes, K350 keyboard, and once you download it there, but I think you're going to get an auto prompt on it there. So once you do, install it, okay? You're going to need it to install in order for this to interact with your computer, okay? It's got to sync up with the computer. You can't, in some cases, with Windows, I noticed with a plug and play, you would plug a component in there and it would work automatically. Some components do require driver software. This one does. Now, I have two keyboards over here. I have this one here is mine. Okay, this is another Logitech one. Okay, this is the one I have here. And the Logitech stuff I bought is all pre-owned. Okay, this is a pre-owned, but it's like brand new. Look at that. I love it. And in case you wonder what the model is, this is the S510 model. This is my personal one I use. I bought it used, but it's the one I use. I love it. I like the wireless keyboard. Also, I got the mouse that came with it. I bought it 2 separate times, to believe it or not, along with the receiver. Okay. Somebody had asked once before on my older videos. They said, "Will the keyboard work without the receiver?" No, it will not work without the receiver. You need that little receiver. Some of them are different. Some, I think I showed once before. There are different types of receivers for these Logitech keyboards, just like with the ones for Microsoft. The Microsoft keyboards as well. They have the little Unifying receivers like that as well. And they also have the big pad ones. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Those are the ones too that will help you connect your peripherals to your computer. Okay, mouse and the keyboard. Okay, in some cases, well, if it's wireless, it needs a receiver of some sort to connect it to make it interact with your computer. So if your question is, if you were to buy this keyboard off of me and you didn't read, let's say you just, maybe I left it out, whatever, but if you bought it and it didn't have the receiver in there, and when you get it, it's not going to work. You need that little receiver. Now, that receiver, if you are going to buy a keyboard like this here, untested, like I did, I only buy things that are like really new. This thing, like I said, looked really brand new to me. Anyway, and yes, it was untested. That's why I didn't put it up on eBay yet. I was not about to put it up on eBay unless it was, fully tested. So we're going to go into the testing process right now. Very basic, very simple, and that's all there is to it. I mean, once you get this thing, once everything tests out, then I could sell it with the receiver. The receiver is a good selling point, folks. Okay, people like to buy things where they could just get ready to plug it in, boom, bang, and that's it. They get it, they get it to work. People don't want to waste time. Well, they don't want to order it and stuff, So, like I said, and it's a minimal investment. As you can see, the total cost was $4.35. It took about 2.5 weeks to get here. Okay, I had this thing. That's how long I had this keyboard for. That's why it's not up on eBay. I had taken pictures of it. Now I can take pictures with the receiver. So yeah, if you do things like that, folks, I know some people might say, "Geez, I don't like the idea of buying something untested. Suppose I'm stuck with." Well, then you could always sell it for parts. I always tell people out there, I did it with Farberware coffee pots. Not too often. I had one. It was a 2 to 4 cup coffee pot. Farberware one, electric percolator, and the heating element wasn't working. It was burnt out. It was rusted to hilt. And I said, I remember looking in there. From when I was looking up doing comps on that Farberware pot, and I seen parts selling: lids, the stems, the basket, the top of the basket, the glass top there that goes on it, power cords, the bases. I mean, I usually don't get into this stuff, but I'm going to share this with you. I bought a little 2 to 4 cup Farberware pot, electric percolator. Okay, what happened with that is I normally test it out. Now, he probably say, how do you test that out in a thrift store? Basically, what you're going to do is, there's no really way to test out. The only thing you're testing out is to see if the heating element works. And what you would do is you would plug it in, and you would feel around the bottom of it. There's like a little screw that holds the base in there. I would just tap it, very lightly, because you don't want to burn yourself. And if it's getting warm, then you know the heating element works. What happened was that day I went with friends and relatives there, and they didn't want to hang out at that store. They wanted to go to the other thrift store. So I didn't get a chance to even test that out. So I brought it home afterwards, long story short, tested it out, didn't work. I said, that's it, I'm selling it for parts. I broke it all down in parts. That $5 coffee pot that was non-working, because I sold it in parts, I probably made about 40 or 50 bucks off it. Not bad for something that's not working. People will buy parts. If you don't believe me, look it up for yourself. Type in Farberware, parts, whatever, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They sell the lids, the baskets, the stems, and so on and so forth. People buy them. And the cords, people do buy the cords. I've been selling the 2-prong cords for those. If you get them next to nothing, not a big profit, but you can make some money off it. You say, it's a little pocket money, gas money, or whatever you want to call it. If you're getting it, what I mean next to nothing, I mean like if you're getting them for like $1 and $2 or something like that, then it's worth it. You can put them up for like $10 and change, charge shipping and handling on it as well. Okay? But that's what I'm talking about, But you can make money with this. You can make money. Without further ado, let's get to this here. Let's switch over here. I might be going through different switches here, so bear with me, guys. Let's see if I can do this here. All right, we don't want to go to that one there. We want to go to this one. I think it's this guy right here. Here we go. All right, no smoke and mirrors. I'm not going to touch this keyboard here. Here you can see here is a testing keyboard test online. And I'm going to just show you really quick. All right, how it's done. Let's make sure we just click over here so we're active on that screen is active, and let's go. And here we go with this here. Let's go this way. Hold it. Bear with me for 1 second, folks. There we go. Let's do this again here. Let's see if we get it. There we go. As I say, it's not going to work. So you can see here as we're testing it out, it is working right here. Okay, so here we go, folks. Just to recap a little over here. My computer had cut out because I actually hit the F8 button, and that F8 is what shuts off my video recording. So I had to pick up where I left off. But anyway, I got to watch the keys. If you're doing, when I'm doing live shoots like this here, I got to remember that when I'm doing this type of testing with keyboards, that I got to watch certain function keys, or else it will knock me off here. As far as that part goes, then I got to pick up where I left off. So anyway, just to recap really quick over here, we know we already tested it out. I'm just going to pick over here. Okay, as you can see, everything seems pretty copacetic. Everything works as far as I'm concerned, and this guy will be up on eBay. Now let me just bump out of here really quick. Here, let me go back to the screen. I keep hitting that screen again there. Oh man, I tell you, it's like Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will. Yeah. Anyway, there you have it, folks. Again, if you come across a keyboard or something like this here that's untested, like I said again, don't be too hard on yourself if you pick it up and you say, geez, it doesn't work or whatever. It could always be sold for parts. Now you might say, well, what are people going to buy off a keyboard if it's not working? It depends. They may take the keys off it. Some people buy. I went to a thrift store. It's really crazy. I don't know how the people even loud this and that. I went to a thrift store, and he had a nice keyboard like this, right? Just like this here. And the keyboard, the keys on the keyboard were actually missing. Some of them were missing. And yet, the thrift store still put them up. Put that item up on a shelf. I don't know why. Maybe somebody wasn't thinking that day, had an off day or whatever. Me personally, if I worked in that thrift store and I seen something like this, where it's missing keys, there's no way I'm going to put it up for sale. Now, whether anybody bought it or not, that's another story. I know I don't. When it comes to buying things, I always want to buy things that are like next to new. And this keyboard is pretty much next to new. But if you do come across things like that, folks, especially if you're a newbie, this goes out to the newbie sellers. Don't disparage those items, because believe it or not, some things do sell for parts. You can sell them for parts. I know a lot of people probably think, yeah, but eBay, people want to buy things pre-owned or semi-new or whatever. There is a market for believe me, there's a market for parts. Trust me. I've been selling a lot, not that many, but I have been selling items for parts, and people do buy them. Okay, I very rarely come across them. As far as like myself, I don't really like to buy things like that. I like to buy things in working condition, because I had an experience a long time ago where I had a printer. I was selling printers, the HP printers and stuff, and I sold a good working, like next to new printer. And when I put it out, put it up for sale, stuff like that, it was tested prior. I do all the testing prior to putting them up on eBay, making sure the thing worked front and back, everything was good, checked out. And I sold it to a buyer. A buyer received it, claims that it was damaged, which I'm not saying it can't happen. Things happen, but needless to say, they sent it back to me, and I had gotten it back. And yes, there was damage on the printer. Now, I didn't throw the printer away. I didn't pay a lot for it. Okay, I didn't pay a lot of money for it. But the thing is, I said to myself, what am I going to do with this thing? I don't want to take a total loss. So I ended up selling for parts. Again, when you're writing your description up, be very definitive. Whatever's wrong with that item, put it in your description. Don't leave anything out, because it's going to come back to haunt you. Believe me. Look at my feedbacks. Look at my feedbacks on my eBay listings, okay? And you let me know. You judge for yourself to see. I make sure that everything is packed well. If it's an item that I feel needs to be double boxed, even if it's going to cost me extra money on shipping, where I take a little loss on shipping because now the package is a little heavier, I will do it. And if you could look at my listings, and I tell people this here who prior to buying from me, who do watch my videos, check out my feedbacks first before making any purchases, and see what the other people have to say about the items I sell. Okay. Now, I can't be foolproof 100%. Like I said, I do my due diligence when it comes to packaging these items up. I make sure they're well packaged. If people are going to get them and play volleyball with them at the, whoever the carrier is, that's not my fault. But I do my due diligence to make sure they're well packaged. Okay. And my thing is, I want to make sure it gets to my buyers in one piece, not in pieces. Okay. That's my thing. I mean, you guys, my buyers, well, I say you guys, but hopefully potential subscribers, are my number one priority. Okay. If you do follow me on this YouTube channel and you are a subscriber, or this is the first time you're checking me out, if you go check out the listings I have on eBay, like I said it again, I said once before and I'll say it again, please check out the feedback first to see what other people have to say about it. And, let that be your buying decision. I mean, if it's going to make a decision where you say, yeah, I'm going to give this guy a shot. He's got a pretty good feedback here. Why not? I'll see what he's all about. Look, I offer a free 30-day money-back guarantee, okay, on new and pre-owned, okay? Now, in some cases, not all, there are situations where a person will go over the 30-day limit and I will still honor it, okay? I don't do it too often, but on occasion I will help out the buyers the best I can. I will work with you guys, okay? My buyers are my number one priority, okay? You guys mean the world to me. You guys keep the lights on, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, though, you could buy in confidence. You have to worry about the stuff you buy from me. Believe me. And like I said, I don't want to sell stuff that's really disheveled. The stuff you see on my eBay listings right now, the women's clothing, that's for my daughters and stuff like that. I don't really plan too much to buying more clothing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and this is not to distract or just sway your thinking as far as if you're a newbie thinking about selling clothes. To me, clothes has been kind of like a long, drawn out process when it comes to selling. I mean, there are stuff that my daughter has given me. I try to cherry pick out what I wanted. For the most part, it is, to me, it's a hard sell. Okay, and I'll be honest with you. Once the women's clothing and the stuff that you see that pertain to women is my daughter's stuff, like I said again, I'm not going to be dealing with that stuff anymore. Too much clothing, unless it's maybe a designer brand stuff, whatever. And even that you got to be careful with too, because if you go to a thrift store and if you're buying an item, let's say they say it's a Gucci bag or Prada or whatever. Don't always take their word for it, because let me tell you something. eBay has a thing, an authenticity program. Okay, so if you're a person that says, I like to sell Gucci bags, Prada, and so on and so forth, you might want to take advantage of that, eBay's authenticity program, where I think you would send the pocketbook or whatever. Let's say it is a Gucci pocketbook. You're going to want to send it to eBay. And you can find out more about that there. If I don't forget, I'll drop the link in there about that. And they'll take care of it from there. They'll authenticate it to see if it's an actual, genuine Gucci pocketbook or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with watches. And I think they even have it with sneakers too now. Okay? So when it comes to certain things like that, be careful, folks. Okay? You don't want to sell knockoffs. Okay? Knockoffs is a no-no. Seriously. So be careful with that. If I don't forget, I'll put that program down in the listing there, because sometimes I get so caught up with myself and I get so excited sharing this information with you guys. I end up forgetting. I was like, oh my God, I'm supposed to add that to it. But then again, it's no really big deal, because I could always add it after, even if the video is uploaded. But that's all I have for you guys right now. I know this video is going to seem a lot long. You say, all it is for a keyboard? Well, I always like to explain a little more about certain things. I just don't like to just go boom, boom, boom and throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I am, folks. I try to be thorough to the best of my ability. And, I just want to do the right by my followers, or hopefully potential subscribers. And I just want to say, if you like my videos, or if you checked out any of my other videos and you do get a takeaway from it, which is the most important thing, I can't express it enough that you guys get a takeaway from my videos. It is really important to me, because if you don't, I feel like I'm not doing my part. Okay? And I really want to help people out. I don't, like I said in my other videos, I don't have a book to sell you. I don't have a dream to sell you. The only thing I could offer you guys right now is free information and put it out there. Maybe one day, who knows what'll happen down the line. I don't know. Maybe I'll come up with merch or stuff like that. I'm still kind of new. Not new in a sense that, there are, when your channel gets monetized, there are other things that you can do to, help generate some income to support your channel. But I didn't really, acknowledge that stuff just yet. I mean, I know YouTube sends you these things. They try to help you out. And believe me, they do a good job in trying to help people out. I never did a live video. I don't know if I want to do a live video. I don't know how many people would show up. My luck, I'd only probably get one person show up. Me. No, seriously. But I don't know. There are other things out there, the opportunities that within YouTube where they give you ideas on how to, make other income outside of AdSense and stuff, But I don't know. I'm going to play it one day at a time. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, folks. I really don't know. But I'm going to do the best I can, keep putting out good content, good, clean content, and I want to do the best I can to help you guys out, because I want to see not only myself succeed, but I want to see you succeed. So I hope you do like the content. I hope you like me, and I hope you keep coming back for more. I remember one thing before I close out this video. Not only do I do the reseller news and a Let's Talk eBay, I'm also a vlogger. So there may be a time where I might be wanting to show you guys on how I create my videos, or the software I use to create my website, and so on and so forth. So, and I do some do-it-yourselves how-tos. Not too often. Very rarely will I come across that there, but I like to share tips and tricks on online reselling and stuff. So if it sounds something like that's interesting to you, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. And as I always say in closing my videos, if you are thinking about selling on eBay, or you are a seller on eBay, I am wishing you guys all the best in sales. Until next time, bye-bye for now.